Yeah. So, hello everyone. Good morning and good evening. So, let's start the session. Last class actually we were discussing about events booking application for authorization and authentication. I think we have done the server side setup for events. I think we have tested already. Some problem occurs with Mongoose. Okay. Mongo server may be down. One second. Let me go there. Let me stop this. Okay. MongoDB is, yeah, start. Okay, it is up and running. And let's say npm start. Okay, fine. So Express server started and MongoDB connect successfully. Um, yeah, so last class actually we were discussing about event router. So we have tested it. So we get the free events, pro events and all. And also let me open a database Compass to double confirm the database storage. And yeah, today we'll start with the user router and all for login and registration. One second. Come on. Okay. So here events booking Angular for events. So to free to paid. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So now let's start with mm, yeah, this one, register a user and also login user. So let me also open Insomnia to test the only backend part. So once we confirm with the backend part, so we'll be switching to the Angular Insomnia. Come on. Hmm. It's not opening. Okay, fine. So now let's start with registrations. So register a user. So to register a user, we have to fill in the fields called name, email, and password. So I have written a basic validation for that. Name is not empty and email is not empty. And here you have to catch up the errors if any field is empty, just like event router. So let's grab that same. It is like this, copy. I'll just paste that over here. Not there. Here. I paste it. So if there are any errors, it is there errors. It's written like this. And then we have to insert this data into database. Okay. But if you see here, from client, I'm fetching only name, email, and password. But if you see my database, I mean the table structure, name, email, password, along with avatar is there, is admin is there, created is there. Anyway, created is default. So avatar is admin, we have to make it ourselves. Okay, and also the password. I don't want to store the plain password. I want to convert that to the hash code password, encode password. Okay, so that's my plan. Okay, so first of all, get the form data and convert to hashed password, and then you have to get the avatar URL, get avatar URL, and then you have to make the admin false by ourselves. Okay, is admin to false, because by default whoever login it is not an admin. Only through backend you can log in and you can do it as a admin user. Okay, only DBA can do that. Okay, and then um, author URL and make admin false, and then you have to store to database. Okay, and that's it. So no token generation here in registration, because token generation starts from login. Okay, just like a JWT authentication logic. Okay, I'll come to that part. First, let's fetch the form data. So let's um, you will take name, email, or okay, I'll do one thing. Let something is equal to request dot body. So here I'll get the name, email, and password. Okay, I got all this fields and convert to hash password. That is by using bcrypt. Here we want avatar. Okay, so let me import them. So we already installed them. So let's say gravatar is equal to require gravatar. Okay, and one more bcrypt. So console bcrypt is equal to require bcrypt.js. Okay, and let me also check am I load this library for my that is not stable. Okay, so let me also check that I have loaded this library to the WebStrom or not for 1 second. Settings, yeah, libraries. I'll just connect bcrypt.js, Gravatar, JSON Web Token, Mongoose, yeah, all these things, and apply and okay. So we get the automatic hint of it. Okay, so here hash password. First you have to get the salt. So let's salt is equal to await bcrypt. I'm writing asynchronous code. Okay, bcrypt dot generate salt, not synchronous, asynchronous. So gen salt of 10 rounds. You can make a number of rounds. Okay, and then let's hashed password. Hashed password. Hashed password is equal to await bcrypt dot uh, hash. Yeah, hash existing password and the salt. Okay, so you will get the hashed password, but I'm gonna store this hashed password back to my password variable. So what I do is just make password. So password is equal to the existing password is equal to provide the password with salt. You get this password as a complete hashed password. Okay, and also I want to get the gravatar URL of the person using email based on this email. So how you do is um, let's avatar is equal to, but what was the name there? It is avatar. Okay, so let's avatar is equal to gravatar dot URL. You have to provide the email. That's the email here as from the form data, and along with this you have to provide little options. What options is S stands for the size, some 200. Okay, and R rating, just say G global. uh, default image is just Okay, you get the other URL, and also make admin false. Let's say let is admin is equal to false. Okay, there is no variable from client, so I'll just make is admin false. Okay, and store them to database. So store them to database means you have to create a new user. So I'll just grab the users table. So user is equal to require user. No, it's not like dollar slash model slash user.js. Okay, user table I got. So I do here is let user is equal to new user provided with an object with all the fields. So I need to have a name, not there. I need to have a name. I need to have a email, and I need a password, the hashed password, because I stored to this variable only. So avatar and is admin. Yeah, everything is there. Expect, I mean, everything is there. Created will come automatically. ID will come automatically. Fine. So I got everything, and let's say user is equal to await user dot save. This is the function to save to database. So save to DB. Okay, done. So once you save to database, so you have to return some confirmation. Is it successfully registered or not? So let's make response dot status 200 dot JSON. I make a confirmation message. Let's say message. You can do like this result. Actually, you can do registration success and message. You can do like this. User will be the user. So what is the user got registered? I return back that user. Actually, not required, I guess. Um, okay, let's keep it. We will change in a while. Fine. Now what error? If any error occurs, just like event router, same error. I just grab this entire catch error part and I just keep it here. Okay, done. This is about registration, but something is missing in the registration. What is missing is, yeah, I tell you, in user, I'll take this email unique true. Okay, so email will be unique. So I don't want two people to have a same email ID. So I'll make unique true at database level. Check, and also while doing the registration, I will check is that email already exist in my database. So don't register again. Correct? You have to return back error like user already exists with the same email ID. So you choose something else. So that way. So if user already exists, so how I check user already exists based on the email ID. So where can you write the logic actually is email. Yeah, you got the email right. So once you get the email, before you proceed with the password and all, you can write something like check a user already exist. Okay, check the user already exists or not. So how to check user exists or not? Um, let user is equal to, oh, we already have a user, I guess. Okay, this guy delete. Okay, let user is equal to um what await user table dot find one record provided the condition email with my email. Okay, I'm checking in user table. Is there any email ID with the provided form is exists or not? If user is exist, if user is exist, okay. So you have to return something just like the error this way. Copy that. I'll paste it. Yeah, response.status 401 errors. Let's take an array. In that message will be user is already existed. Okay, so if only user is there, it will throw the, I mean, it will just come out from the loop because return statement is there. No? It will come out from the loop, and you get this error message. If not, just continue with the next line. Okay, so that checks you have to do. This is for registration. So let me try the registration with manual testing of the backend code. This code I'm going to test it now. So go to Insomnia. uh, we have update version, that's okay. Let me go to registration. So here let me select the JSON data. Here I have to provide the form. So name is required. Suppose if I don't provide anything, what happen? Okay, suppose like name is I provide empty. What happens is Name is required, email is required, password is also required. Anyway, this handling will do from client side, but I'm just doing it again for server side as well. So name, email, and password. Okay, let me register now. So I just say name is uh, my name. Okay, email the Naveen Sagam at gmail.com. Okay, password something, some dummy password, Naveen 123 something. Okay, yeah, like this. Now let me send it. Yes, you get registration success message and created ID, name, email ID. See password. It was like this. I saved in this way, and avatar URL is this one, and admin is false. So, yeah, let me check my database as well. There is no table called users. We'll create now. Refresh. Yeah, users table has come. If you can see, yeah, all data has been inserted here. Okay, so let me check this author URL. Is it really fetch the ID? I mean the image URL or not? Go Google and paste it and check it out. Yes, I got my photo. It's fine. It's fine. Um, okay, it's working, sir. When I send again, what happened? Because same email ID, I'm going to register one more time. So what you do? Just click on a send button. What happened? It says user already exists. Yes, correct. So this registration is working properly. And now let's start with the login. How to log in a user. So let me write a same story, async. So here, um, try catch error. So here I have to write a same error, just like here, copy, I paste it. Okay. So here I'm just checking email and password. So email password also you can write sort of validations. I already done for registration. Let me grab it, the whole array. This is the array, copy, and let's make it for login as well. Yeah, but name is not providing, so don't check the name. Only email and password you have to check. Okay, and after that you catch out of all the errors. So how you catch the errors? This way. Let errors equal to validation result and all this. Let's copy. Same setup. Make it here. So you get the errors. Fine. So now you have to continue with your login logic. To login, what you have to do? Okay, so for login, what you have to do is, so with the login, so by the time you start login, so once login is successful, your authentication starts. Okay, if you can recollect the JSON Web Token authentication system, I think in server side development, JSON Web Token, yeah, this is the image. So we have seen this story already. Okay, see here. Um, okay, so once you done this registration, you get the response back. Once you have done the login, so server has to create a token and send that token, because token inside contains user ID with some payload. That token will send to the client along with the response. So client supposed to store the token in the local storage, and from the next request onwards, it has to send the token to the server to receive the data. Okay, and server will verify the token and send a response back. Okay, once he log out, he removed the token. This is how the JWT token based system works. If you want more clarity, let's go visit the same again, this video we already discussed in the server side development JSON Web Token example. Okay, so now once I have login, I have to create a token and send it. First, I have to check the login credentials. So first of all, gets the form data, and once you get the form data, I have to check first email the person exists or not. Okay, so check user is exists or not. Okay, just by using email ID you have to check user exists or not. If already exists, then only you can log in, otherwise don't log in. Next, After user exists, you have to check, not exit. Okay. So once a user is exists, you have to check the password. So let's check the password match, because once email is there, then you have to match the password as well. Like password is stored in this format, right? So I have to compare this password with existing the you typed password. So I had to match it. And once everything success, then you have to allow him to log in. And along with that, what you do is create a token, create a JWT token, and send to client. This is the way what you have to do. Okay, so let's start with this. Let's something is equal to request dot body. So what you receive is email and password. So let's make a email and password. Okay, and check user exists or not. So let user is equal to await user table dot one find one uh, with email, provide with my email from the form data. So I will check user exists or not. Here you have to check something reverse. Actually, registration what happen if user exists, sorry, if user not exists, you will allow him to register. But here, if user uh, what if user not exists, you have to throw him back. Okay, so if I say if oh I did a mistake. Actually, for registration, if user exists, you throw the error, right? User existed, then you throw the error. But for login, if user not exists, then you throw the error, right? Yeah, if no user, if there is no user, then you have to throw the error. So same like this guy. Where is that? Yeah, same like this. Okay. So if user is not exists, response dot status 401 and errors will be user is not exists. Instead of not exists, what do you do? Can I say invalid email? Yeah, you can do this one, invalid email, because email is not exists. Okay, fine. And once it is surpassed, because once a user is already exists with the email ID, then it will come to the next line. Here you have to check the password. Password means you enter password is plain text, exists in database is hashed. You have to compare both. Okay, so what I do is let's is match is equal to await bcrypt dot bcrypt dot compare the password provide with database password. Database password is what? So once user is already exist, then you get the user object, right? So user object contain the password. So user dot password. Okay, so user dot password is server side password, database password. This is form password, form client password. So once it is match, if match is okay, but if not match is the problem, right? So I'll say if not match, not is match. If it is not match, then I say the error is written again, because you have to stop the process. I mean, come out from the loop. Invalid password. Okay, if not match, then obviously invalid password, right? So okay, and this is done. If it is surpassed here also, it means successfully embedded password. Then you have to do the authentication starts now. So here server has to create token and send to the client. So how to create a token is every token contains two things. One is a payload and one is payload and secret key. So I think we have a secret key in config.env. Yeah, JWT secret key is this one. Okay, so let's payload is equal to uh, let's take user and object with ID user dot ID and also the name user dot name. because in the token I want to stuff some information. So based on this information only, client will identify who is the person logged in. Okay, so that based on his ID and his name, I stuff inside a token. So that's a payload. Along with this JSON Web Token secret key. That's fine. So I have to create a token. How to create is JWT. I think I have not import. Okay, so here, so constant JWT is equal to require JSON Web Token. Okay, so come back here. Okay, yeah. Let's say JWT dot sign provided the payload, and also process dot env dot secret key, and one callback. Here you get two things: error and token. Okay, so if any error, just throw the error, then you get the token. So this token I have to send to the client. How to send to client? You say response dot status 200 dot json provide with message result is login success, and token will be the token what you generate, that I send to the client. Okay, so this token you have to catch from the I mean, client has to receive this token as a response and keep in the local storage of the client application. Fine. If any error in the process, you get this error part. Okay, let me test the login logic as well. Login. So I have to give the email and password. So what happened? Email and password. Let's check. Go back here to Insomnia. Login user. So what we have given for registration, email ID is this one. Password capital Naveen 123. Okay. So login. JSON. I have to provide what? If I don't provide, what happened? You get the empty name is email required, password required, because we had done the empty validation. So now I check email, the Naveen Sagam at gmail.com, and also the password what I provide is uh, Naveen at 123, Naveen 123. Okay, Naveen 123 capital N. Yeah, I type the same. So if I type everything correct, what happened? Suppose I type some wrong email ID. Okay, okay. If I send, what happened? Invalid email. Correct. So SA. Okay, fine. And then I'll make some wrong password. Email is correct, password is wrong. Send it. Invalid password. Correct. So N123. Now I think everything correct. So then click on send. You got login success, and token we got generated from the server is this one. Fine. Uh, this how you log into the system. Okay, but I don't want to give a hint. Suppose if you give some wrong email ID, if I send, you say wrong email. So your system is giving the hint to the client that try some trials to make email. Okay, so he keep trying something and click on sending email ID long, something like that. So I don't want to give a hint. I want to give a message, not email wrong or password wrong. I'll give one common message for both, saying that invalid credentials. Okay, invalid credentials. Here also invalid credentials. So you type email wrong or password wrong, you get the same message. So client have no idea uh, what it is. Okay, he can't try to check it. So he has to type the exactly proper thing to email and password, then only it will allow to log in. See now, if I give some wrong email ID, you get invalid credential. So he has entered the correct email ID and some wrong password, you get again invalid credentials. Okay. So I say when I type proper thing, every email and password both, then only you get login successful. Okay, fine. So registration is success, login success, and we already tested this upload and all. Yeah, now let's switch to the client. Okay, back to client. Yep, here. So first of all, before login registration, let me write these things. Okay, let me check. Let me check these things. So free events. When I click on it, I am getting I'm getting actually some dummy image with this. So I have to get the existing data from database. Let's start the free events now. So first I'll make everything public. Later I will change to the based on authentication. I'll do it. Okay. So click on free events. I have to get all the free events. So close all this. Close all this. Switch to client app events components free events HTML and TS file. Okay. So here you have to fetch all the events from server. To fetch all events from server, we have nodes for that. One second. There is nodes.txt. Yeah, let me copy this once because I need the URLs. Actually, you grab URLs from here also, na? That's better, right? Okay, I will make it here. Okay, so let's do this step now. Yeah, now what I do is free events. Um, okay, so to fetch data from the server, you have to have a service. Do we have a user service or event service? Events services, event service, nothing is there inside. Oh, we have to write functions to fetch data and everything. Okay, so do with the service, you have to import one class that's called HTTP clients module. Let me check, do I have it in events module? I think events module is not there. Maybe app module is there because app module it was the old app module. I think it's there here, HTTP clients module, but I want that in events module as well. So let's import uh, HTTP client module, copy. You have to write it for imports statement. Yep. So now let's starts with this one. Okay. So let's inject HTTP client of type HTTP client. Okay. So HTTP client. Now what to do? Let's make free events and also pro events and also upload events. Okay, so these three things you have to check. How to check this free pro upload? You have to write a method for this. Okay, public get free events method. So here you have to write return. Come on, return this dot http client dot get method, right? Get you have to get the URL of it. So URL will be get free event. This is the URL copy. So I make let data URL of type string is equal to one backtick. Here I'll paste it here. So this data URL you have to provide here. So data URL http client dot get of data URL to dot what is that dot pipe. So retry of one and comma catch error. I had to call the error handler function, so I think we don't have it. Let me grab it from previous application. Um, 1 second. Form validation, I think we have it. SRC app services. Yes, we have user service. So let's catch it. Okay, fine. So this is the one. Copy that, paste it somewhere here. End of all this. Okay, I think you have to import, add import statement, add import statement, done. So this dot handle error here. This dot handle error. Okay. So this is the method will fetch all the events from there, but what is the return type from this is go check the router. Actually, you can check here also. What is coming back is it's an array of events, each event, correct? So you have to return an observable of type, I think I event is there, I event array, because you are getting an array of events. So here also I event array. Okay, I event means which I mean which having the structure of all this server side events setup, like name, image, date, and all. So that I am fetching it from the server. So I event array for all the events array. So this array I have to loop it and display on my client's page. Same story I have to do it for pro. Copy this. Yeah, copy this. So paste the function. So get pro events. Here also same story, but only thing is you have to make a URL to be just pro. Copy the whole thing and paste it here. Okay, because this is the get request. I made a get request. Fine, and upload events. So upload is a little different. You have to provide the form data to server. You have to make a post request. So upload event, just event, not events, single one. Okay, so data string is upload. This is the one. Copy, make the URL, and what else you want? You need to have a form data, name, image, and all. How does you get this? Just you provide the event. Okay, event of type I event you have to provide. Okay, so that event I'll substitute here, but where it's a post function, it's a post method. So post method expects URL and data as well, that is event. So from this event object they will able to fetch, they can able to fetch name, image, and all. Okay, this whole is my event objects. That's what I'm providing to this. So while calling upload events, you have to call this function, provide this upload event, event object you have to provide here. That will send to server with this URL. Fine. And what you get the return type after you upload? After you upload, you will get back an object. Result is success and event object. Okay, so you are getting such a way that you get an object first. Let's make this is any. Okay, yeah. So what you receive back is you get an object in that result string. Result is string, and also event will be I event. Correct now? That's what is coming. Event is I event object. Result is upload success. Fine. I have done this like a anonymous object, and same story I do it over here. Okay, fine. Otherwise you have to take a separate class for event result and all this. Not required. This is enough. Yep. So this is fine. Upload event and what free events and all. Let's fetch data. Okay, now go to TS file of free event. Let's say private. What? Event service, event service, events service. Okay, event service. Okay, injected. So let's fetch data. When it is loaded, I have to fetch data. So let's make public events of type I events, I event array. Okay, and if any error, you can make the error message. Error message is of type string. That's fine. You want, you can give gap or no gap. Okay, so fetch data. So using this event service. So this dot event service dot get, I think function is there, na? Get all the free events. Nothing to provide here. No parameter. Just get data dot subscribe. Here you get two things. One is error and data. Another one is the error. This is the data. So you receive the data here. That data is the events array that I put it back to my local event. So this dot events is equal to data. That data type is events, right? This function returns what? Array of events that I'm catching it through data and assigned to my local variable called events. And I have to catch the error as well. So here I do error. So I'll make here error message is equal to just make the error. Okay, fine. So I get all the events. So these events I have to display on my screen. So first let me check the JSON format. Am I get the result or not? Okay, so go to HTML. Somewhere in this below this pre-tag expression events in a JSON filter format. Check it out. Yes, I got the two objects free from server. Okay, id create and all same like free events. See the same story. Bottle online workshop, nbs school. Got it. So this data we have to display properly like this format. Anyway, we have to write a ng4 and display it. Okay, let's write it now. So delete this setup. So for each column I have to display the each column. So here I write but I have to check the data is there or not. I'll just check like this star ngf events dot length. Events dot length is greater than 0, then only you display. So for loop, so star ng for let event of events. Okay, you get the each event. So each event image src I have to substitute now. Src I write property binding will be event dot image. So why are you getting, I mean, how are you getting this type of automated names? Is this events is there now? It is defined as a I event array. So this is made with these things. So you are getting the automated hint. If you declare something called any, you won't get the hint like that. Okay, so that's the benefit of TypeScript. Yeah, so you get the event dot image, and let's make some alter nothing. Uh, check it out. You have to get two images. Yeah, both. Array 1 and 2. I have to give a gap here. I think card margin top 3. Okay, and name expression event dot name and date event dot date. Book now is just dummy button. Okay, actually you can do multiple pages. When you click on book now, it'll go to the next page and all. But that's fine. I just want only authentication now, so let's keep it. Check it out. This is the one and this is the one. So two things, NPA basketball and bottle online. We got it. Fine. But thing is, available is 5. It's a hard code value. Available is 5, not this one. Let's make expression. Expression events dot length you take. It's an array, right? So dot length you take. So you have to get the events is 2. Okay, 2 events now dynamic like this. Fine. So let's do same story for pro events as well. Pro events also same story, right? Only thing is you have to call a in place of this one pro events you have to call, right? Same story. So can I get the whole, copy this, go to pro events Where is that? Pro event dot ts file and HTML. Yeah, in ts file I replace this guy with this one. So instead of get free event, get pro events. Okay, fine. Login system and all will connect later. As of now, this same public access. Pro events I got, and let me display them here. So free events, I'll cap it. I'll just grab it. Can I do same story like this? But colors and all different, no? Um, okay, fine. I'll just do one thing. I'll just grab as it is same like one by one. I'll copy here. It must be events dot length. Next here ng if events length you have to check. Here also ng if events length you have to check. Next ng for loop through the events. Here also ng for loop through the events for the column. And image tag will be like this format. Copy. So let's replace the image tag with dynamic data, the event, and these things common. So event name, event date in the column, replace right colors and all as it is. Fine. So let's check now. So pro events we got it. So two events, entertainment. I think something margin top is missing. I think card you can say margin top three. Okay. Yep. Fine. So free events. These two are free events, and pro events. This one and this one are pro events. Fine. Okay. So we can able to fetch data. Now let's start with upload option. So when I click on upload, I have to upload a new event to database, and that's supposed to display in the pages. Okay, that's the my plan. Okay, so you want to upload the events, you have to fill in the form, and I mean you have to fill in the form. You have to fill in the form means you have to bind the data to the backend. Okay, so let's open that first. Let's close all. Yeah, close all. Okay, let's start with app events components upload events HTML. Yep, here you have to bind it. So to bind it, I'll take some object inside. I'll take like this. Let's no, not let it's a class public event of type I event is equal to an object. Inside we need multiple things. Inside we have a name, this empty array, control space. Image is empty and information is empty. Price is the stack null because price is a number. So type is an empty. Date also string only here. So date is empty. I have to make same order. So event image date, event image date, and then date. Come on, date type price information. So type price, got it. Type price information is not required. Okay, the same order as well form. This for identification. Okay, so this data you have to bind it here and then submit the form data. So now time is okay 52. That's fine. So let's take a 5 minutes break and then we will continue with upload events, right? So we will be meeting after 5 minutes. So exactly 6:57 we'll meet. Okay. Okay. So let's stop it here. Yeah, hi. So now actually a small information now because there is a power cut here. So I'm just searching for a light here. Okay. They just give me some 10 minutes. Okay. I'll be back after 10 minutes. Okay. 7:10 we'll meet. Okay. Fine. Yeah. So thank you. I'll just stop here. Okay. Yeah, hi. So now let's start. Okay, so where we are? Mm, okay, upload event. So let me bind it data. Go to HTML. Uh, yeah, here. So name is name only. NG model. So before I start with NG model, I have to check. Do I have forms module here? Go to events module. Forms module not there. Okay, so let's say import forms module. Copy that. Let's make the forms module here. Okay, so now back here, ng model event dot name. Okay, so same story we have to make it for all. So just copy this. This is image and this is also image. This is date event dot date and next this is type of the event. So dot type and price. This is price and event dot price. Okay, so submit. Oh, something is there. Information. This is info event dot info. That's fine. Okay, so we are done with this part. Let me check. Is it really bind or not? So let me write a pre tag or something. So pre tag expression. So event with JSON filter. Okay. So event name name is working. Image is working. Date is working. Type free pro. Okay, these two. Price some number, information also working fine. So now I have to submit the data to the server. Okay, so what I do is actually one thing we can fix here. What is that is if the value, right, this one, if event type is free, then what is the question of writing the price there? Not looks good, no? Logic. See, if you don't set, it's no problem. But if you select free event, then what's the question of price? So I want to display the price or I want to enable the price whenever you select only pro event. Okay, if it is free, I want to disable this. Okay, so price has to be disabled when I select the free event. Okay, I can do one thing. I can write public. So free event of type boolean. Okay, first time no free event assume. Okay, so copy this, go to HTML. What is that? Yeah, here is the price, right? So for price, I'll write something called disabled. Disabled is free event. Okay, if it is free event, you have to disable it. Okay, can I check now? I'll take this value as true now. If I say true, then what happen? Is it disable? Refresh. Yeah, it disable. Okay. So if I make it false, then it is enable. Okay, so proper. So now what I do is, if you just declare it by default false, so false only. Okay, so I have to make it true when you select the event is free. So how I do? Somewhere in here, I'll write something called on change. No, change event. Uh, on change. I call a function here or okay, let's say select free event one function. Copy this, make it select free event public. Actually not required, but it should be a proper one. So this dot This dot free event is equal to, can I get the event over here? Dollar event. Okay, so I can catch the event here in TS file. Event. So based on event, I'll assign. So event dot target dot checked I'll do. Okay, if it is checked true, otherwise it's false. Okay, if you want, you can check the free event value also. For example, somewhere here I write something called pre-tag expression free event of type JSON. Okay, let's check. Is it really getting changed or not? I have to verify. Yeah, its value, no value has come. What man? Free event. Something should come now. Free event is actually a boolean. That's fine. Of type string I'll do. Dot to string I'll do. Okay. No. How come? And nothing got selected. Event type is gone. Something went wrong. Event type, fine. When you change select free event of event, that's fine. Mm, change event to get the event. Actually, by default, what it is coming as empty. It's supposed to be. I want to see the value first. What is that free event value? It is written here, na? Why is not displaying there? Free event. It should display. Any error? No error. Maybe. Mm, what to do? Something we have to do it. Free event is boolean. So boolean, I think, will display, man. True or false. If I say dot to string, not working, I guess. Um, JSON and all you can't do. Okay. Okay. Let me write at least here. So free event, let's say alert. Free event value, we'll see. Okay. Refresh. Yeah, I select the free. Value is coming as undefined. Oh,
It should be selected, not checked.
oh, it is select box now. Is it correct?
Should be
Um,
selected.
mm, no, no. It selected means it will select all. No, it should select only free event. Okay, do one thing. Okay, got it. Value is equal to free. Okay, sorry. I'm just thinking like it's a checkbox. It's a select box. So value is equal to this. If it is free, then only its value will be true. I guess it's correct. Now when I select free, yeah, it's true now. So it is disabled. If I pro, false, unable, fine. So alert not required. Yeah, sorry, I was checking like it's a checkbox. Yeah, now check. So when I select free, price is disabled, so you don't need to enter then. And pro, you get it. That's fine, but server side, what are you doing it? Server side, are you getting the free or pro? How it is? I think let me open server routing once. In server router, event router, upload. Where is upload? Upload here. For upload, you are getting the price also, but price field is disabled. What you get then? Okay, that's the question actually. See, price I'm getting directly from the form data because form upload we are providing the price as well. If it is free, then price will not be provided also. So if price is not provided, then what is the price then? Okay, okay, okay. I can do one thing. let's price is equal to, I can just only get the type. Okay. Okay, I'll just slightly modify this. I'm not getting the price from this request.body as of now. I will get let price is equal to uh, type is equal to pro. If type is equal to pro, then price value will be request dot body dot price. Okay, because if it is pro, price will be there. Otherwise, just take 0 as a value. Correct. And the price I'll substitute wherever I want it. That's fine. So this logic I have changed extra. So I'm not directly receiving the price here. When type is pro, then only I will receive the price. Okay. Only two things are there. So if it is pro, then only get the price, otherwise just 0. I think that's fine. Okay. Net is the problem because power gone. Yeah. Okay. So let's click on upload to do the upload logic. So when I go to no TS file, let me upload. Upload means submit function now. So let's go to form submit. Submit is equal to submit upload function you have to call. Copy this. Go to the TS file. Let's create it here. Public submit upload. It's a function. Sorry, it's a method. So here I have to upload. Upload means you have to inject inject what? You have to inject private events service of type event service. Actually, name is event service only. You can take event service only. Okay. This variable doesn't matter. Um. Now what I do? This dot event service dot upload event. We have to provide this dot event. I have to submit to server dot subscribe. So here you have a function which receives the data from server. So once you upload, you get back something like the result is string, and event is event. Anyway, I don't want to display the event. Result you can catch. Okay, result data dot result you can catch. So can I say public message of type string? Okay, so I write here this dot message is equal to data dot result. So I can get the message call upload successful message. Okay, and once it is uploaded successful, where I should go? Okay, you can display the alert, but thing is I want to redirect. Yeah, my plan is once it is uploaded, if it is free type, if it is free event, I want to redirect. If it is successful, I want to redirect to free events page. If it is when you upload successful pro, I want to redirect to pro events page. I want to redirect there. So to want to send there, you need to have a router. So private router of type router only. Okay. So what I do is I'll check the condition here. If type not type this dot event dot type. If type is equal to if type is equal to pro, if type is equal to pro, redirect to where? Redirect to pro events page. What's the pro events page path? This is the path. Okay. So write like this dot router dot navigate to like this one. Okay, pro events page I have to redirect. Okay, same thing like this. I make another if condition. So if it is free, I want to redirect to where is free? Yeah, this is the path. Make it here. Okay, so pro events and free events. I think that's fine. Okay, but I want to display the message as well. Upload successful. Copy that. where I display in the HTML somewhere above the card or something. Yeah, I write a comment, alert message. I write a division with the class alert, alert success, alert dismissible in that one button with the class called close. Um, Inside I'll take an icon with the class f times circle, and message I'll make the message here, and when to display is star ngif message is there. If message is there, then display, otherwise don't display. Okay, I think that's fine. You can also make something like um, sticky top animated sliding down. Let's see. Okay, so let me test the upload logic. So if you see database, there are only four events, right? Two free, two pro. So here, two free, two pro. Yeah, let's start now. Upload means you need to go to the website called events now. Events now. Go to the website. Yep, here something new will select. I think this comedy. I think this is not there, no? Yeah, this one. Okay, this is the one. So let me select this. Right click, copy image address. I go here, upload. Image URL is this. Event name, something like conquer the contents run. Copy, paste it. Data. This is just normal stringer. You just copy paste. Yeah, paste it. Event type I select free, so it is disabled. See different color. If I select pro, yeah, it's enabled. So 850 rupees something I'll make. Information, let me grab it from here. Full of events, no information. Yep, something like this. I just get the information, copy, paste it. Done. I think let's click on upload. It's supposed to go to where? Pro. So supposed to go to pro with alert. So click on upload. It's gone to pro, but alert has not come. I think it's very quick, it seems. Okay. Let's check now. So now three, because earlier two, yeah, now uploaded. You can check in database as well. Pro is three, fine. But alert has not come. Upload. Okay, one second. I think condition is okay. If I don't write the condition, then what happen? This is the one.
Alert won't show na.
Sorry.
Alert won't show na because we are navigating to pro events.
Yeah, we
We
are
are leaving the
navigating to
page,
pro events. Then
so it won't show na alert message.
ah, correct. Because in pro events alert is not there. But I want to show that in every page. Okay, I'll fix this. I'll fix this. But when you click on this, it's not closing. I think data dismiss is equal to alert. Okay. Yeah, let's make a condition star ng if message. Okay, let me try uploading of what free event also. Let's grab it something sports or something, anything. Let's we want some image. Okay, this is not proper image. Huh? Copy image address, paste it, name, paste it, date 31st October, tomorrow, paste it. Yeah, I'm gonna select a free event. So let's select free. So it's disabled. That's fine. Uh, so information will be no information. Uh, let's grab some events now. Comedy show. Okay. So when you click on upload, it's a free event. So upload. What happened? I click on upload. It's not going anywhere. Check the client. Some error is there. What is error? Server respond with 401 upload. Unauthorized. Why? Unauthorized request 401. Unauthorized. 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 Maybe I got it. Actually, why unauthorized? In router, no, I am checking the price also. Okay, if it is free, price will not send. Correct, but here it is checking the empty message for prices. So delete this. Price may come, may not come. So don't do is empty for that. It may empty, it may not empty sometimes. So delete it. So I think that is stopping because this is the error we are getting 401 unauthorized. I think that's fine. Now try it. Refresh. Yep. So click on upload. It's gone now. Okay. Why the page is not refreshed? Because I have done the server side code, not the client side code. Okay. So fine. So it is done. Please check it out. You got this. And go database. Refresh. You got data 0. Okay, that's fine. Now let's start with registration and login. So let's start with registration now. So registration means you have to type name, email, password, and all, and then click on registration. Small question: if there is instead of MongoDB, we use Java Spring Boot database, do we need to change the entire application? Not the entire Spring Boot. Spring Boot means you have to do everything, no? Spring Boot means you have to write complete. Client will be same. Node.js you have to replace with Spring Boot, and REST API will be common. REST API will be common. This REST API is there, no? 500 register. This is common, but for the same, we have done the REST API through Node.js, Express.js. You have to do same URL. You have to make a Spring Boot REST API to receive the same form data. Okay, and how are we handling the form data? You have to do it in a Spring Boot. Okay, same URL. You have to make it. If you change the URL, you have to change the URL in the client also. Okay. Uh, Now let's start with the registration. Okay, let's close all. I think this application going very slowly. Okay. Registration. So SRC app users components registration. Yep. Here again you have to bind data dynamic. I mean two-way. So ng model. Ng model means you have to check in user model. Do we have those things or not? Okay. So let's import. First one is forms module required, and you have to apply the form validation. Oh, it's a long story. So this is what HTTP clients module for service. Yeah, let's focus on service now. Later we'll come back to registration. So services, go to user service. Yeah, here nothing is there. So we just import the what forms module. Oh, we only import. We are not add to import statement. Okay, forms module and also HTTP client module. Yeah, these two required. Okay, so HTTP client module is there. So now let's start writing the service of it. So service means you have to declare dependency. So private HTTP client of type HTTP client and then so register and then login. Okay, so for registration, let's say public register as a method. You have to say this return this dot HTTP client dot post form data dot pipe dot pipe retry of one comma catch error. One second. It was all it is already there in these services. Copy. Let's make it somewhere in the last. Again, I think import statements. Yeah, is already imported. Fine. Catch error with this dot handle error. Okay. So here you have to provide the URL. So let data URL of type string is equal to backtick. Data URL for registration is this one. Click on registration. Yeah, this is the one. Copy this. Let's paste it. Backtick. Okay, and you need to provide the form data. Just say user of type I user. You have to provide. So that user I substitute here. So data URL and then user both. So return type you have to check. So let me check my our registration. Only errors is display, but actual result is something different. So let's check the server router user router for registration successful. What was it is? Yeah, here it is registration. Huh? Successful. You get back an object. Result is registration success. User is a user object. Okay, let's we have to make this format. So user service, let's make of type observable with an object result is string and then user is the user. It's not other it's user I user. Okay, and same story. Make it here for the host. Okay, this for registration. Let's make it for login. I think same story like that. Copy and paste it. So this is for login, not caps. Login. I think login is different, right? Login, you get the token. This is login, right? So login, mm, you get back the result and token. Okay. So what you do here, result, this is the token. So token just string format. So I just say token is of type normal string. Okay. And this will be a login. And I think this also will be a token with string written type. Correct. That's fine. Anything else? Yeah, login function, registration function, and cache. Okay, so service ready. Service ready. So let's start with TS file. So let me inject the service. So private user service because the different service. User service of type capital user service. Okay, and you have to write a form data events. I mean data binding. So public user of type iUser is equal to an object. Inside you have to fetch something. Email is empty, password is empty, and name is empty. But avatar you can't provide, no? See, if I don't provide avatar also, it is happy because in iUser I made avatar is optional field is admin optional field because while registration I won't get this. After registration you get this. Okay. So sometimes you get, sometimes you won't get. So let's make this as optional, like this question mark you do, optional parameter. Yeah. So if you don't provide also, it properly works. But email, if you don't provide, it won't work. It throw the error. Okay. Because email is a mandatory field. All are mandatory. If you give this one, it's optional. Yeah. So three things because I have to have a three. Okay. Now what to do? You have to bind it. Binding long story. Go to HTML. Here name is name only. Ng model user dot name. So same story. Copy that. Make it for email. This is email. This is user dot email. And here for password. This is also password. Okay, super. So name, email, password, that's fine. Let me check is it really bind or not. Okay. Same process you have to follow. Somewhere here. Pre-tag, expression, user, provide with this one. Check it out. Mm, oh, here I printed name, email, I think I made in a different order. That's fine. Email, password, name. Actually, name should be first somewhere here. Just cut it. Keep it here. Same order as for the form. Okay. So it's binded. So don't display again. Let's delete. Not required. Yeah. So once it is done, you have to submit. Submit means what? Submit the form. Form is there here. Submit event. So submit register. So method I have to call. Copy. Go to TS file. TS file. Yeah, public submit register is a method. So here you have to call a what? I have to call. Mm, okay, sorry. User service. This dot user service dot register provided this dot user dot subscribe. You get two things: data and the error. Okay, so I need to have a local variable public error message, but I'm not displaying error messages, right? Yeah, I'll show you how to display. I'll show you. Yep. You receive data. That data is actually a not this one. Registration. Yeah, this is the one. Data. Result user. Anyway, I don't want to see anything. I just want to read it to login page if it is successful. Okay. So data. Nothing to do with data, right? Oh, something required. In data result is the registration success. I want display this in alert. So do one thing. Let's take a message public some success message. Okay, message of type string. So data dot result you have to do. So I say here this dot message is equal data dot result. Okay, once I get the result and I want to redirect to 1 second, I'll write error also. um, this dot error message is equal to error. Fine. Okay, so once it is successful, once registration successful, I have to display alert and then redirect to login page. So once your registration successful, redirect to login page to login. So once you log in, then your authentication starts. Okay. So redirect means we need a router. So comma private router of type capital router. Okay. So let's say there is dot router dot navigate to something. What that something is login. I have to get the login one. Click on login. Yeah, it's array user slash login copy. Okay, it should be there here. And message I want display alert, just like somewhere we did no upload form. Upload, close server. Upload is in events, no? Upload events HTML. We display the alert, no? Yeah, same way. But alert is not displaying. Yeah, I'll fix it. Copy. Register dot somewhere above my card. Okay, alert message. Yeah, so once it is successful, it will redirect to login page for login. Yep. Now let's check. And in users, we have only one, that is my name. Let me register with something else. Okay. So application ready. The core registration. So Rajan at gmail.com. And okay, I have not done the form validation. Okay. We'll do it. But as of now, form Rajan 123. Okay, capital Rajan 123. I think let me type one more time. Capital Rajan 123 and register is gone to login, but no success message display. It's okay. Yeah, Rajan has been registered with admin false because first time when your user registered, admin false, so password everything has come. It's fine. So now when I click on login, I have to get the token, keep in the local storage. That's the place where your authentication starts. Actually, Actually, we have started this application for authentication authorization, right? So now when you click on login, from that place onwards, authentication starts and then authorization. So I hope we will finish this entire application by tomorrow. Okay, fine. So I'll just stop it here. So we will discuss this part by tomorrow. So complete authentication authorization tomorrow only. Okay, and I want to change these icons also accordingly. Once you have login, I want display logout button. Click on logout. I have to log on to this page. So it's a long story. Yeah, let's finish this by tomorrow. Tomorrow, what tomorrow? What is there? Tomorrow, Saturday. Yeah, tomorrow we have class. We have class tomorrow. Sunday no class, but Saturday tomorrow we have class. Okay. Yeah, we have it. If not, I'll inform, but I guess I have. Okay, we have class tomorrow. Right. So thank you so much, and we'll meet tomorrow. There is too much to revise. Yeah, I understood your situation, but problem is my situation also, because I took many leaves. Already people are chatting against me. Like Naveen are taking many holidays. I don't want to take that chance again. So I have to. Okay. So we have class tomorrow, right? So thank you so much, and we'll meet tomorrow. Thank you.